Thank you very much, moderator. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I bring you greetings from Uganda, the Pearl of Africa. And please allow me to start by riding on the protocol that the previous speakers have already earlier alluded to. So today I'm here with you to present the case for Uganda. So I'm presenting Uganda's mineral resources, potential, and available investment opportunities. That is the outline of my presentation. I'll introduce, and then I'll delve into the resources themselves, the legal and regulatory framework, the mineral resources that Uganda has, the government interventions, the key mining, mineral development, and value addition projects that Uganda presently has. Then I will go to investment opportunities available for Uganda in the mining sector, and then I'll conclude. So as an introduction, Uganda is endowed with abundant mineral resources as well as petroleum resources. For those of you who have been following, Uganda is developing their petroleum resources, and we expect first oil early next year. We are blessed with several mineral discoveries, including gold, copper, cobalt, nickel, iron ore, tin, tantalite, tungsten, chromite, lead, rare earth elements, manganese, lithium, graphite, uranium, phosphates, vermiculite, limestone, marble, glass sand, kaolin, feldspar, bentonite, gemstones, but also geothermal resources and oil and gas. We also noticed as a country that there is a category of minerals which has been abandoned, the development minerals, and this is contributing significantly to Uganda's economic development. And those include clay, marram, sand, and these rocks commonly used for construction or similar purposes. And these minerals and petroleum resources in the context of Uganda are key in addressing energy security, food security, and essential for infrastructure development, as well as technology and social growth. Now, in terms of a legal framework, we have the Mining and Mineral Policy for Uganda of 2018, whose goal is to develop the mining industry through increased investment, value addition, national participation, and revenue generation to contribute significantly to socio-economic transformation and poverty eradication in Uganda. We also have an act which culminated from the policy, that is the Mining and Minerals Act of 2022, and that is quite a transformative act, which is synonymous with the global trends in the mining industry. And then, of course, the regulations. We have the licensing regulations, mining regulations, and several value addition regulations. And we are coming up with others on national content, on environment, to name but a few. So this is the map showing the mineral currencies in Uganda. As you can see, let me just emphasize on the yellow. The yellow dots there you see are gold occurrences. So Uganda has had numerous discoveries of gold occurrences across almost the entire country. As many of you know, the rich Congo Belt and the rich Tanzanian Craton, you find that Uganda is sandwiched in between. So Uganda is equally mineralized. So we have different gold provinces across the entire country, and then, of course, the regions where the minerals essentially occur. In terms of critical minerals for energy transition, you can see a variety of them. One of them is rare earth in the southeastern part of the country, which is under mine development. We have a major discovery of aluminous clays, very rich in rare earth elements, and this project has already gone through to feasibility. And a certain company registered here, which is listed here in the ASX, is developing that particular resource. We also have other rare earth elements in the carbonate complex within the eastern part of the country. In the northern part, we have graphite resources, huge graphite resources. We have lithium, we have tin, tungsten, tantalite, we have manganese, we have lead, we have copper, cobalt, and particularly our Kilembe mines are being revamped. Very huge resources there. We have lithium, just to mention but a few. In terms of iron ore, as you can see, the zoned areas there on the map, the red zones, are the areas of occurrence of the iron ores. Typically, we have two categories of iron ore deposits. The first is hematite, and the other one is magnetite. In terms of industrial minerals, we have phosphates and vermiculite, very rich resources, kaolin, we have feldspar, we have gemstones, we have salt, we have bentonite, we have marble and limestone, we also have pozzolana, we have silica sand and dimension stone, among others. We also have uranium resources, and we've concluded and interpreted very high-resolution airborne radiometric and geological data, and this was processed by both our experts and the IAEA experts, resulting into about 54 priority anomalies, and presently we are conducting studies in 3 of them, high-priority ones, in districts of Sembable, Buhweju, and Chiboga. We also, as part of the mineral sector, recognize geothermal resources, and so far we have about 27 geothermal sites, and we estimate that we're able to get about 1,500 megawatts of electricity, and also 6,000 megawatts of some thermal energy. Some of the interventions as government that we've done to support the mining sector is that we've done very high-resolution airborne geophysical surveys over the entire country. And so investors are welcome to get this information and interpret it. So this was really done at 200-meter spacing and 800-meter terrain clearance. And so we have magnetic data, we have radiometric data, gravity, and electromagnetic data. And this has resulted into intervention number 2, which is geological mapping and geochemical surveys. So we've done geological maps at various scales. We have maps at 1 to 250,000 covering the entire country, 1 to 100,000 also covering the entire country, 1 to 50,000 covering the parts of the country, not all. And geochemical data covering so far 36% of the country, and it's still ongoing, so the coverage will improve in due course. So it covers stream sediments, surveys, soil geochemistry, rock analysis, drill hole data in limited areas. Also in terms of exploration and evaluation, as government, we have done some detailed studies in some of the areas having iron ore, wolfram, rare earth, uranium, gold, and bentonite. And on strategic minerals as well, we have evaluated as a government. But also, we continue to support the private sector in carrying out independent exploration activities. We've also established a modern mineral analysis laboratory to reduce exploration costs, because many investors were shipping this to some neighboring countries, but now we have a modern laboratory that will be able to assist in that. And we also formed a national mining company, specifically to do investment on behalf of government. Now, in terms of showing you what is transpiring at the moment in Uganda, we have key mining projects. About a month ago, we commissioned a very large-scale gold mine by a company called Wagagai Mining. And it's very huge resources discovered there. We also have a tin mine by H5 Resources operating. We have wolfram mines. We have gold mines by Greenstone. We also have iron ore by a certain company called Sino Minerals. Nameka vermiculite mining is going on in Uganda and is being supplied across the world. And we have other tin mines as well. And there are also other projects undergoing mine development. I talked about the rare earth project that is being developed by an Australian company in the eastern part of the country. We also have a gold project by Evergrande Resources coming up in the next 2 months, going to be commissioned. Kilembe Mines, our old copper mine, has also been revamped. We have a new investor taking over the mines with extensive resource discoveries. We also have another gold project that is also under mine development. And then the Orom Graphite project is also under mine development. So in terms of value addition projects, we have about 9 gold refineries offering services, refining gold locally sourced, as well as gold from a region. We have 5 cement factories also within the country. We have a fertilizer plant, also supplying fertilizers within the country. We have 2 integrated steel plants, One is called Abyssinia Steel in a district called Jinja in the eastern part of the country, and Tembo Steel also in Iganga in the eastern part of the country. We also have a centralized smelting facility in a district called Mbarara by a company called Woodcross Resources, and it smelts tin to 99.95%. So in terms of investment opportunities, these opportunities range across the entire mineral value chain, from mineral exploration, mining, value addition and manufacturing, supply and maintenance of heavy and specialized equipment, as well as the mineral laboratory services. Now, into specifics, in terms of exploration and evaluation, we would like to welcome you. There are greenfields that the government has already done preliminary studies on. So you are welcome to do exploration in gold, in ore, rare earth, copper, the different minerals that I mentioned. You're also welcome to invest in mining. You can establish a mine after a mineral discovery, or you can joint venture with those that have already done exploration. So there are those opportunities as well. You're also welcome to set up centralized mineral processing and smelting or refining facilities, just like I talked about tin. There are those miners who are able to do the mining but are not able to process to some products. You're welcome to invest in that, because our policy as a country is that we are promoting in-country mineral value addition as opposed to export of raw or semi-processed products. So we're looking for partners that are able to invest in the country across the value chain. We also have opportunities in establishing to supply and maintain mining and processing equipment. Some of this is shipped from far, from China, even from Australia and so on. So if you can bring these services closer, you're also welcome to invest there. And then, of course, we notice also that so many exploration activities are ongoing, and there is need for additional mineral laboratory services. So those who have the capacity to establish laboratories in Uganda, please, you're welcome. Now, from the high-resolution geophysical data that we collected, as well as the geological, geochemical, and geophysical ground surveys, we've been able to identify 18 additional mineral targets. And they're outlined there, and welcome investors to look at these targets that we have been able to generate. In conclusion, therefore, I would like to reiterate that Uganda is richly endowed with mineral, petroleum, and energy resources. As you're aware, for energy, we have a lot of potential for hydropower. As you're aware, the Nile River rightly flows in Uganda, and we have access points to generate electricity. Government intends to develop some of these resources in partnership with the private sector in a sustainable manner. We also have other opportunities in the petroleum industry, and we're available to give you more information if you so wish. And the government of Uganda is committed to provide the necessary assistance to the private sector in terms of information, licensing, infrastructure, and we have very interesting incentives for investors. And I'm happy to discuss this with some of you who are interested to develop the mineral resources in Uganda. Therefore, ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the government of Uganda, I take this opportunity to invite you to come to Uganda for a variety of investment and business opportunities in minerals, oil and gas, energy, and associated industries. I thank you. Welcome to Uganda.